Still 1400s, guys. Come on. That's a very reasonable team. It's another Ninetales. Like, how many Ninetales have I already faced when I'm using Torterra? Because it's one of the only real ice types. And the only other real ice type is Porygon 2. Because of Ice Beam. So why am I getting all of them? Like, come on. Right, so... I think that Sneasler Kingambit could be good, but obviously they've got their own Sneasler. And that could make things awkward. Can't safely slowbro Torterra, but I think it is still very reasonable if they don't go Ninetales. No, because they got Magmar, and Magmar can't fall asleep, so it can just redirect all my yawns, so I don't think that will be as effective. So let's go Sneasler Kingambit then. We'll have Volcarona waiting in the back, and the Basculegion is concerning me just a little bit. I don't really have a good counterplay to it, because it's almost certainly Choice Scarf. The Choice Scarf adaptability, last respects, is pretty busted. Yeah, I'm not seeing which Pokemon it should be here. I'm going to go with Torterra as the best thing against the Basculegion. Because Dragapult isn't good, because it's just going to be Choice Scarf and outspeed me. And that's a cool trainer card. Okay, it's Basculegion straight away. Like, this has worked out very nicely as the lead. Now, there's a couple of things I could consider. I could Fake Out and Sucker Punch the Basculegion, because then that would cover for them Terroring and trying to flip turn. It would go terribly wrong if they just hard switch. I can Fake Out the Ninetales, but they could be Covert Cloak. I could Fake Out the Ninetales and just counter cleave the Basculegion. I could Diaclaw as the Ninetales, would be reasonable as well. I think overall, this is like kind of a mid-ground, but I did say about the Terror on the Basculegion immediately. Because, yeah, that could have been... Terror... Oh, come on. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, let's get GC'd once again. And they even protect. Right, see you later, Kingambit. I did say about the Fake Out on the Basculegion. But, yeah, this is definitely not a good start. Well then. Well, at least I can go Volcarona and Quibberdance safely. And I'm hoping that I can get 2 Quiverdances. We come into the round. It's only really the Basculegion, and because, yeah, if I get 2 Quiverdances, my Volcarona can actually beat this Basculegion now. So I do just need to get 2 Quiverdances. So let's Diaclaw the Ninetales once again, and Quibberdance. I have to switch the Basculegion here. But it's just into what? It's into Sneasler, okay. So it's a shame I didn't Diaclaw that, because then that would have put it probably in Flamethrower range. I might get a Diaclaw something on the Ninetales. It should always live, but yeah, I do get a Diaclaw something, so not Covert Cloak. It'll probably just fail. Oh, it's just Blizzard, okay. I think that's a lot better for me. It's Life Orb, do they KO themselves? No, they don't, okay. We're in Speed-Type territory. And the Ninetales KOs itself. This is bad, because my Volcarona does not outspeed a Choice Scarf Basculegion. So I'm going to have to bank on them faking out my Volcarona. Yeah, they're going to have to fake out my Volcarona and Choice Scarf whatever my Sneasler, right? So I can go into Torterra maybe? The only issue is if I hit Terra the Volcarona, then suddenly I'm weak to Diaclaw and will be KO'd. I think I might consider a second Quibberdance. Like, they could just Wave Crush my Volcarona. That would be very reasonable from them as well. I'm going to switch to Torterra, and I am going to protect here. I've kind of taught myself out of the fact they're going for Fake Out into Volcarona and Flip Turn into the Sneasler. Because if that is the case, then I could have got a second Quiver Dance for free. Yeah, I did talk myself out of it. That's annoying, because that was the kind of the whole point of Covert Cloak. Okay, so it wasn't the worst thing. That's okay. Right, do I live a Wave Crash? I think I do, right? And if they're adamant, I'll just KO them as well. I'm hoping I have a Wave Crash. It'll be awkward if I don't now. Best case is they are adamant Choice Scarf. But they should be Jolly Choice Scarf, because Jolly actually gets Dragon Bolts. Or outspeeds Dragonfly, I should say. Oh, I do outspeed. Wow, I think I'm in a fantastic position then. Because yeah, I'll lose the Volcarona to Diaclaw now, right? Unless they went for Diaclaw into Torterra, and then I should just sweep. As long as Diaclaw doesn't do a thing. Yep, there's the Volcarona hit. And that's KO'd now. But then Sand Tomb, as we've already seen, 2 shots Sneasler factoring in the Sand Tomb residual damage, and I've got Fake Out active. Okay, this is entirely reasonable because Basque Legion was dealt with. That's got to be out of range, maybe, of attacks from Sneasler. It'll be close. What is it? It's King Gambit. Okay. Sand Tomb the Sneasler again to KO it and Fake Out. Yeah, because I don't want to get Sucker Punched. Oh, they're just going to double protect. I could have coachinged and stockpiled. No! Oh, that's a shame. I mean, I'm going to coaching this turn anyway because of the Sucker Punch potential. That's a real shame. Coaching would have probably just straight up won because then they couldn't break me anymore. And I'm going for it this turn as well. So. Let's KO the Sneasler this turn and then coaching to avoid Sucker Punch. Hopefully I win a speed tie. Yep, they did Sucker Punch perfect. Let's win the speed tie so that I actually don't take as much damage. Nice. The Sneasler is dealt with so long as I don't get Diaclaw shenanigans. And they didn't even go for Diaclaw. Perfect. So things are looking very good now. Because now I should be able to coaching myself again. And Sand Tomb will actually do some okay damage because I'll be +2, which is quite funny. I don't think they can afford to Sword Stance on this turn. Yeah, the Sucker Punch to a Terra Smartly this time. That was a good play from them. This will actually do a chunk. Like that's 3-shotting, isn't it? Pretty sure. Especially with all this residual. What's the correct way around of doing this? Leech Seed in close combat, as far as I can see. Because they were always going to sacrifice the Sneasler, but, you know, the tiny little bit of bulk I have on the Sneasler, even though I'm Focus Ashes, just completely sealed the game. So, that's good. Happy enough with that. Torterra did do reasonably well there, and I think it would have done better than Slowbro and Dragapult would have. In fact, given it was a King Gambit endgame, I'm very confident it would have done. There we go. Actually going up a bit. Which occasionally happens in the GC. There we go, 1400s person. With a triple first partner team. So one would assume that's going to be pledges, right? You usually assume that when you see the 3 first partners. The more NDD Whimsical is interesting. I think I can slow bro Torterra this. Masquerada outspeeds these, doesn't it? Because it's like 123 as its speed stat. Or its speed base, I should say. Sneasel is good here. King Gambit's not as good because he can stop the sucker punches, and there is the Quackle Ball. I mean, it's like an awkward thing with King Gambit against Typhlosion because they're both good against each other. Dragapult is pretty reasonable, actually. Yeah, it's got to be Dragapult. Dragapult looks good. That's a cool training card. Cool. I'm fine with that. That might force a Torterra quite quickly into the Glamora. But Sand Tomb does activate Toxic Debris. So we'll see if they're the Power Herb one or if they are going to be the Mortal Spin one. I think dealing with the Whimsicott will free up my Dragapult a lot, so I'm going to try and do that. Hopefully this is not Fake Tears Meteor Beam. That would be very bad. I'm expecting a Terra to come out straight away from Glamora, if you're seeing a Ground type and a Water type across from you. But then that would be kind of a wasted Terra, which is good. But they don't know that it would be a wasted Terra, because they don't know my sets. But like so. Yep, Terra Grass, as expected. But I don't really care about that. I mean, I guess I can't Leech Seed it. Just don't be Fake Tears Meteor Beam, please. Just Moonblast Meteor Beam is probably what's happening. That did way too much, what? Alright, my Slowbro's gone then. So I know it's not that specially bulky, but still, like that did way too much, and this is definitely going to KO. Yep. Okay. At least I can Diaclaw them now. Then I will get poisoned, won't I? And that's got to be a Sash Whimsicott because the amount of damage that the Moonblast did. So my Dragapult does not outspeed them. So it does kind of have to be Sneasler. And that means my Dragapult will get poisoned, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be poisoned. If I Diaclaw here and then stockpile, then it isn't. Hopefully they Earth Power and bring me to Sash to unburden me as they Tailwind. Or they don't have Earth Power and then they're not doing as much damage to Sneasler, and I don't think that they can two-shot it, even with the +1. Because it resists both its stabs. So yeah, that was always going to be Tailwind. I need to KO the... Yeah, it is Earth Power, so I'm unburdened, so I'll get one more attack off. Which is nice. Unless it's Scarf Typhlosion. Or Sucker Punch Meowscarada. But I need to KO the Whimsicott now, because otherwise they could on-call my stockpile. Yeah, and I do need to Diaclaw the Glamora, because otherwise I won't have much damage into it. But then they could Spiky Shield KO my Sneasler now, which is awkward. And there's the Quackle. Yeah, I think I'm forced to Diaclaw here, and let's Leech Seed here. And if they Spiky Shield, then I don't think there was a way back after that. Terra Grass is worse for me than I expected because I can't leech seed. But they let me get the Diapollar off, so that's very kind of them. And that probably mattered. So that's a bit of fortune there. I will take that. Especially so if they ignore the Sneasler and we're going after the Torterra, expecting the Glamora to KO the Sneasler. That would be nice. That is the case. Perfect. So I'm in a fantastic position now. It could have been very awkward, but now suddenly I'm in a really good position. Because the Leech Seed, like, the nice thing about Zoom Lens as well, like, it's not, I don't have a concern about Leech Seed not connecting. It does. It's 100% accurate if I've got Zoom Lens. I mean, it's technically, like, 108% accurate, so... And there is the Meowscarada, which will actually outspeed my Sneasler. And again, I can't Leech Seed the Meowscarada. So this is definitely not over. It's 2 turns of Tailwind, isn't it? Yeah. Because they can outspeed me and KO me, so... I'm gonna have to play for them not. Yeah, them having like 3 grass types is not good for me for Torterra because I can't Leech Seed. That's quite annoying. Let's Sand Tomb here. Okay, Aqua Jet does the same thing. And actually, no, they're going to get a Moxie boost now as well, aren't they? And they're going to get rid of my Zoom Lens by knocking me off. So I don't think I'm going to have enough because I've lost one more turn of Tailwind. That needs to be... Oh, it's Flower Trick to crit through my stockpile. That's even worse. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that needs to be Dragon Pulse Switch that turn. That did nothing. What? So yeah, there is somehow still a chance because that was pathetic damage. What? Wait, I'm Shell Armor! That's the whole point! They didn't crit me! That's the whole point of why I like this Torterra, because you can't crit through me. Because if I get enough stockpiles, then I just win against some teams because there's not even a chance of them getting a critical hit. Forgot about that. Right. Does my Dragapult live a knockout? I'm pretty sure it does. Like, if this is a bulky Dragapult, I'm pretty confident that I will actually survive. Now, do I go for Dragon Darts to just get the consistent damage, or do I go for Outrage, which definitely KOs one of them, but I want to KO the Meowscarada? They've gone for Close Combat on Quackable, haven't they? So that would actually KO. So I should Dragon Darts. I will Dragon Darts. And I will... Sand Tomb as well, I think. But did I need to go for the... It might be Banded. But they won't KO my Dragapult. Yeah, I should be good. Yeah, it's Aqua Step. I'm bulky. That's not going to KO. Not even close. So, yeah, I just win now. Because they should be KO'd to this, because they're -1 on the Quackable. And that's in range of Sand Tomb anyway. So yeah, I'm good. So they can only attack 1 now. And 2 Sand Tomb residuals should get the Meowscarada even if they Sucker Punch me. Nice and bulky Dragapult coming through there. Yeah, with 1 more Sand Tomb. That is a win, so... That did seem very awkward, but... managed to make it through this one. And yeah, like, again, you can't crit me. Nice. And then the Dragon Darts will finish off. Very good. That could have gone wrong in quite a few ways, so I'm glad that I was able to get through that one. Can't believe I forgot about the Shell Armor. Like, that was one of the things that sold me to go with Torterra for this, because it takes away that element of RNG. Oh, and 1 away from the 1600s. Nice. There's been lots of different Pokemon that I've considered as the Trapper, but we're just trying out Torterra. I seem to like just grass first partner Pokemon, it seems. And that's our 1400s guy with a Cyclozar. Okay. This is scary. And Shedtail will stop my yawns. Why does the GC always have all these counters? I don't have any sound moves, do I? No, I don't. We've got Mousehold that could beat up / population bomb their own Archaludon. I do not like this matchup. I'm going to go Sneasler and Dragapult. And yeah, Como-O is not good. I think I've established in my practice I must bring Volcarona, and I can't tear at anything except Volcarona unless the Como-O has been dealt with. Because otherwise I won't break through it. And Slowbro isn't great. Torterra is reasonable. I'm going to go Torterra as the last one. That's a cool trainer card. Mousehold from Scott, so this has got to be the offensive one. Right. Don't like this because it could be Covert Cloak, and they could be Terra Ghost on the Mousehold. I want to go Volcarona to burn them. Is that silly? I don't think that's silly. And it's kind of got to be Dragon Darts to KO the Mousehold afterwards, right? That's what I'm seeing. I won't be able to hit the Whimsicards with my Dragapult, but I'll deal with that later. Okay, they are Terroring, and hopefully this is Ghost. Yep, it is Ghost. And one would assume this is then Population Bomb. If it's Bite, then my Dragapult should still survive, so I should be okay. As long as I don't flinch. It's Helping Hand. Okay. Interesting. Well, I outspeed. I might just Oko. It looks like I just Oko. Yeah. And they wasted their Terror completely. That works out quite nicely. Very good. So even if I stayed in and went for Fake Out, then it would have still worked. Although, obviously, based on how the turn played out, Diaclaw into Whimsicott was the most optimal thing that could have happened, but I am definitely content enough with this as a start. Well, there's the Arcanine. So we can Rock Slide. I guess they Moonblast as well. I'm going to switch to Torterra and just Dragon Darts again. It doesn't matter that I clicked into the Whimsicott because the Dragon Darts will still go into the Arcanine. They see that they outspeed me, but I get the Dragon Darts off before the Rock Slide will probably KO me. And that's going to two-shot it, which is nice. Yep, just Head Smash. I'm okay with that because I will I will absolutely shrug that off. Wow. Okay. Well, this is now Sand Tomb here, and I don't actually really care about my Dragapult anymore. So, yeah, I will just KO this Arcanine for sure. Yeah, that was always going to happen. Could have Terra Ghosted, maybe, and that would have probably survived, but I don't think that matters. And then... Oh yeah, they can switch moves. They're not Choice Banded. In my head, they were Choice Banded because they had Head Smash. And that's clearly not the case. So that was a big throw. Okay. And they're not even Intimidate, which I saw. So that was not ideal from me. Right. So now they can Tailwind and Rock Slide. Okay, well then this will need to be close combat into the Arcanine, Terra Flamethrower, right? I wonder what item they are. And I don't know why I thought they were Choice Band, because Head Smash would have surely done way more to the Torterra. So obviously they were able to switch their moves. So I should have probably Terra Poisoned the Torterra. That would have worked out a lot better. Head Smash won't KO. Not based on the damage that the Torterra took. Cool, and then is this Whimsicott Sash or not? Hopefully it is Covert Cloak, so that it just gets OHKO'd. It is probably, or was probably Covert Cloak. So this is good. I've got a Sash Sneasler that will get unburdened, and also Volcarona. Against this, what? I can't remember. Archaludon. So yeah, I should be good. Because my Sneasler will be able to close combat them twice, and even if they are sturdy, I will then outspeed afterwards because of my Unburden. I'm guaranteed to... It doesn't matter. I close combat and Flamethrower, or I close combat twice if they Flash Cannon my... or Electroshock with the Power Herb or whatever. So, yeah. With this Sash, this is guaranteed. Doesn't matter which one they go for. It would have been quicker if they went for Sneasler, because it would have ended this turn. But that's fine. Thunderbolt, Powerful Para is all I can see that would save them. Yeah, there's nothing else that I'm seeing that would save them. But they went for Draco Meteor, so the game is 100% over. Cool. That's good. I will take that. Very nice, because that was 3 wins in a row, and now that's the 1600s. So like from here, this is a perfectly fine GC run. I've done better in the previous one, but now it's actually a reasonable run, which I'll take.